Officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. I'll expect to see a breakneck pace here tonight because, Clark, both these teams love to push it in transition.
Kevin, up and down, fast-paced action like this is right in my wheelhouse. Love this stuff. Makes everything more exciting. Not just for the players and fans, but for those of us calling the action, too.
And that one's good. Brandon.
A tough spot on the floor for a guy his size. That's what makes Brandon so crafty.
Here's Sprewell. Goes back up. Garnett with the block. Mitchell left side. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. New York ball. Here's Sprewell. 9 points last game out. Johnson the screen. Here's Sprewell. Covered by Mitchell. Good on the shot.
And how about Sprewell mixing it up inside, getting to a high percentage look there.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Johnson against Garnett. Pass to Sealy. Lock at 6. Garnett, the screen. Here's Brandon. They get it back. He can't get that one. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Johnson, the pass to Houston. Here's Ward. New York moving it around. Out to Ewing. Rebound, Minnesota.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Now here's Garnett. Last game we saw him score 32. Mitchell up top. Pass to Sealy. Here's Brandon. Rebounded by Ward. New York with the ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Sealy, that's good.
Gets it in close and doesn't waste that high percentage shot.
Johnson surveying the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Once Larry Johnson has the rock in close, you might as well put up 2 on the scoreboard.
Here's Garnett. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Sprewell, covered by Mitchell. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the wing right side. Here's Houston. And the layup's good off the glass.
You love the efficiency that Houston scores and plays with. Takes smart shots all the time.
Pass to Sealy. Here's Brandon. Here he goes. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. this their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
And you have to think that they'll know just how much is at stake in these meetings.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
On the interior, it's mandatory that you play through contact.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
KG, that's good.
Boy, I love how Brandon sets the table for his guys. Really the quintessential point guard. Gets the ball to his open teammate.
Here's Ewing. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Oh, nice pass to set that bucket up.
Timberwolves trail by 7. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Season just getting started here, Greg. Players getting back into their routine, and that's huge, as well as everyone else, just trying to get the rhythm of the season.
Yeah, coaches, refs, support staff, they all take a moment to get into their rhythm as well. I'll throw in commentators, partner, in case I make any mistakes here tonight.
Oh, GA, don't worry about that. You're not making any mistakes, but rhythm is huge for a broadcast, right? From the truck to the front table here in front of this great action. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at New York. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now.
And right now for the Knicks, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Brandon's shot is off.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Brandon. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Ring shot on the way, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Brandon's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Or the pass to Houston. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And this is where Houston is at his best. So good at just catching and shooting.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Nesterovic. Inside. Here's Seeley. Houston pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Sprewell. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Out left to the wing. Here's Johnson. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Here's Seeley. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Garnett. Here's Brandon. Over Ward. Brandon's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Johnson, the pass to Houston. Back to Johnson. That misses off the backboard.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
That one goes in. Garnett's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Sprewell. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
You got size and quickness. That's a great combination that Sprewell possesses.
Here's Brandon, following the score by New York. Pass to Seeley. Garnett outside. From about 19 feet, on the wing, Mitchell. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Brandon. Kept alive. Here's Seeley. Garnett outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Brandon. Here's Seeley. Over Sprewell. Seeley, that's good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Ward, the pass to Ewing. Pass to Houston. And here's Johnson outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Brandon. Here's Seeley. Over to the wing. Garnett surveying the defense. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Good on both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Ward. Still without a basket. Here's Ewing. Rebounded by Jackson.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Garrett's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New York. Houston, the pass to Johnson. Here's Ewing. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Ward. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Ewing. New York, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Seeley, pass to Garrett, makes it off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The screen from Ewing. Here's Houston. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson with the bounce pass. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Brandon. Back to Smith. Stolen by Ewing. Johnson with it. Now Smith defending. Houston can't get it to go. Timberwolves shooting looking a little out of sorts early. 37%. 1:10 left to play here in the first. Here's Brandon. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Brandon's got 6.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Now, here's Ewing. Not a lot of room. Pass to Houston. To end the cold streak. Chalk up 2 there. He has 7.
Much respect for the jumper of Houston. He knows exactly when to let it fly.
Outside Jackson. Here's Brandon. From the stripe. Houston pulls it in. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Boy, Johnson showing you that impressive leaping ability. Terrific at rising up for the throwdown.
Timberwolves trail by 4. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the bucket from Brandon.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Here's Sprewell. 6 points for him. Outside, Ewing. It's stolen. He doesn't hit that one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks out front. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
Thomas checked in for Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timberwolves trail by 4. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And he drives in. Pass to Garnett. Here's Peeler. Shot clock at 6. Houston pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Sprewell. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And Mr. Sprewell rising up. An easy liftoff.
Minnesota with the ball. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Here's Peeler. No scoring in this one. Garnett against Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Serbiak. No good there off the double clutch. The Knicks shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Sprewell. Garnett with the block.
Big block that time by Garnett, using every inch of that frame to get the block.
Second shot opportunity. Thomas, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice shot by Smith.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Thomas finds Ewing. It's Thomas, high post. Jackson on him, and the basket by Thomas.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Peeler. Screen by Smith. Down low. Stolen by Ewing. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kevin Garnett.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits both from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Jackson. Over to the left wing. Pass to Garnett.
Garnett's length is incredible. Makes him so hard to match up against.
The Timberwolves have been perfect with the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Minnesota. Kevin Garnett taking 2 shots.
free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. New York leading by 6. Driving to the basket. The shot's good.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Minnesota shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pass to Peeler. Garnett against Thomas. And the shot is good from Garnett.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett so good with the ball in his hand.
The Knicks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Into the lane. And the shot goes in. Ward's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Minnesota. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Jackson gives his team a really nice spark. He's a bona fide scorer who can knock it down from anywhere and plays with such energy. It's infectious and contagious.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Sprewell. He's got 10. Houston, the pass to Sprewell. Thomas, a screen on Jackson. Takes it inside. Sprewell, that's good.
Sprewell oozing with confidence, always looking to pull the trigger. Feels like nobody can guard him.
And here's Jackson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Seeley.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Seeley passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. They get it again. Garnett left side. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
With the drive, count it, good. Sprewell's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's hit shot after shot. I'd keep feeding him. This man is on a mission.
And the Timberwolves call timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota, third best record here in the early going.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Here's Seeley. He's got 6. Here's Brandon. Pass to Garnett. The shot will not fall. New York leading by 9. Here's Sprewell. And again, it's New York.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Brandon. He's got 8. On the wing, another miss by Minnesota. For New York, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Sprewell out to Wallace. Can't connect from short range. Timberwolves trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Yep, that one goes. Brandon's got 10.
Malik Sealy.
New York shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Sprewell. He's got 16. Here's Thomas. Off target from the baseline. Here's Brandon. To the paint. Here's Sealy. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Knicks leading by 9. Thomas inside. Covered by Mitchell. Thomas. Good. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Timberwolves shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Sealy. Over Sprewell. Sealy can't get it to go. For New York, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Checked in for Kevin Garnett. Here's Brandon. No good that time. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Houston. He's got 7. High post shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Houston's got 9.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Brandon. 10 points for him. Here's Smith. Great D that time from Thomas.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Wallace. Out to the right wing. Here's Houston. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Sealy. Here's Nesterovic. Shot clock at 6. They double him with Wallace. Brandon's shot is off. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Knicks. Here's Houston. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. They could use a bucket. And it's Smith missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Wallace outside. Here's Houston. 18 feet out. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Sealy. Puts it up from 7. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Nesterovic has got his 2nd bucket of the night. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Childs. Scoreless thus far.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw, no good. Johnson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Good on the 2nd free throw. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Crane's the 19-footer. Brandon's got 4 points in the quarter. New York shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Childs. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Knicks, Chris Childs. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Knicks making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Good on both. 1:43 left here in the second. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Smith.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Seeley.
Marcus Camby. First personal foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Wingate is checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 12. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell outside. Nesterovic inside. Covered by Wingate. The shot by Nesterovic, no good. Pass to Wallace. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Knocked loose. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Wingate. Drops in the breakaway layup. Wingate's got his first 2 points.
The best way to pressure a defense is in transition. Nice job to get up the court there in a hurry.
Here's Seeley, covered by Wingate. The shot from the low post is good. Seeley's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Childs. Off with the layup. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Childs. To the middle. Here's Wallace. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wallace has got his first 2 points of the night. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Brandon. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. It's rebounded by New York. Camby's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Johnson. Garnett with the block. They push it up 4 on 3. Just his first attempt. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's intercepted. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Seeley. He's got 10. Fades and shoots. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Garnett's got 10.
That high release point for Garnett really helps him. Feels like nobody can block his shot inside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Wallace. Over Mitchell. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got his second bucket tonight.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting ones that he takes.
Here's Seeley. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. New York leading by 14. Johnson outside. Trying to get open is Campbell. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. 6 to shoot. A shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Brandon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over Ward. Brandon's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
Here's Brandon. He's got 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Houston. He's got 9. Lang, and he dunks it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Knicks making the shot. The jump hook in deep. Garnett drops it in. Garnett's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Brandon. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Garnett. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Here's Ward. The second effort. Johnson can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 18. Here's Brandon. 12 points for him. Mitchell passes to Seeley. Over Houston. Seeley, that's good. Seeley's got 12.
Finding a gap in the D and capitalizing.
The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Ward. There's a good screen. Up again.
New York foul. Charlie Ward. Third personal foul.
Timberwolves have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Brandon, the pass to Seeley. Garnett outside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. For New York, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before. Or the defense can get set.
Here's Nesterovic. Here's Seeley. And he bangs it home with one hand.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Lets it go from deep, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Sprewell's a guy who can be pretty effective at the arc. I mean, knocking down threes, part of what he does.
Minnesota calls timeout. Thomas, who's checked in for the Knicks. Minnesota also with the sub. Jackson's checked in. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 19. Garnett outside. Here's Nesterovic. Pass to Brandon. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Larry Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ward. Here's Sprewell. Johnson the screen. Fires top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Sprewell's got 23 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Seeley. Sprewell grabs the miss. New York leading by 21 to the left side wing. Pass to Ward. Here's Houston. Thomas a screen from past the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Houston is so consistent from out there.
The Timberwolves shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Outside Jackson. Pass to Garnett. Over Johnson. KG. That's good. Garnett's got 14 points.
And that pick and roll is all about reading the situation. Two teammates in perfect sync there.
Or the pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston. Puts up a 3. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brandon. 12 points for him. Jackson with it. Beyond the arc. That one misses. The Knicks leading by 22. To the inside. Johnson gets the bucket. And that's 15 points for Johnson.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Brandon. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Ward. Out to the right wing. Pass to Houston. The tray. Minnesota with the rebound. Nesterovic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Seeley. Second chance effort. He lays it in. Seeley's got 6 points in the quarter.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And the Knicks decide to take their first timeout here. Owens checked in for Johnson. Pass to Ward. Here's Sprewell, headed by Serbiak. From downtown. And it's Sprewell missing. The Timberwolves shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Brandon, the pass to Jackson. All sorts of time. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Sprewell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Jackson has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Houston can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Jackson. They shoot again. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston. Shot clock at 5. A crossover. The rebound by Patterson. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jackson, that's good.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
The Knicks leading by 22. Or the pass to Houston. Pass to Sprewell. From outside, off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. Pulls up on the wing. Jackson missing again. New York shooting around 48% so far in the third. Here's Ward. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ward's got 7 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Again, the miss by Jackson.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Or the pass to Thomas. Here's Houston. Misses the 3. From deep three-point territory. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's New York holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Peeler. Outside Jackson. And a miss there on the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Ward. Tried to fade back in there, but it's off the mark. Minnesota shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Down low. Here's Garnett. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Patrick Ewing.
And, you know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Take a break.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And, you know, the more they've penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them, so they just kept doing it.
First one falls for him. And New York making a change here. Camby's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Camby the screen. There's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Sprewell's got 10 points in just the second half.
The physical play of Camby right there set that shot up.
Here's Peeler. Garnett right side. Over Camby. And Garnett misses.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Here's Ward. He can't get that one to fall. Smith with the defensive effort. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jackson and Ewing sends it back.
Boy, Ewing using that size to make an impact on D. He loves coming up with the rejections.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson finds Smith. Over Ward. Smith with the basket on the assist by Jackson.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Ewing. And the rejection by Smith. Camby dishes to Ewing. Camby passes to Ewing. Back to Camby. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Ward. To the left wing. Here's Houston. Missed it. Even after all those chances. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Timberwolves. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Peeler. Pass to Garnett.
Marcus Camby, second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. Camby the screen. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Garnett finds Jackson. Inside. From 7. And Garnett misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Ward. To the wing on the left. Fires the three. They grab their own miss. Ewing can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Outside Jackson. And Smith gets double-teamed. Clock at 4. Garnett with the screen for Jackson. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Houston. To stop the drought. New York, no good that time either.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Seeley. Here's Garnett. Jackson passes to Garnett. And he banks in the layup. Garnett's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Or the pass to Sprewell. Jacks up a three. Houston's shot's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Seeley. It's rebounded by New York. Houston's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ward. On the wing, Ewing. Here's Sprewell, guarded by Serbiak. Ewing, a screen on Jackson. Ward. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Jackson. Pass to Seeley. Garnett against Canby. Ewing gets the rebound. Ewing's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Sprewell. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Sprewell's got 12 points here in the second half. Now Jackson. Pass to Seeley. Back to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Houston. Here's Sprewell. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Smith. Garnett finds Jackson. Now Garnett can be covering. Houston pulls it in. Houston's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Ewing. Pass to Campbell. Over Serbiak. And there's Campbell. First points in this one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Minnesota. The 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
The Knicks leading by 23. Or the pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston for the 3. Garnett grabs the board. Here's Serbiak. Outside Jackson. It's Garnett on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Canby with the block. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Ward. Here's Sprewell. No good on the 3. And here is Serbiak. Pass to Seeley. Over Houston. Seeley can't get it to go. Here's Houston. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Smith. To the inside. Here's Garnett. Great defense that time from Ewing. New York leading by 23. Here's Sprewell over Jackson. And the Knicks miss again. Pass to Garnett. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Outside Jackson. Garnett with the screen for Jackson. A three-pointer, no good. New York shooting the ball at 42%. It's stolen by Garnett. And here is Serbia. Jackson with it. Garnett with the screen on Ewing. Here's Jackson. The 17-footer goes down. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
The Knicks call time. Johnson, he's checked in for New York. Here's Sprewell, covered by Mitchell, and it's Sprewell missing. Timberwolves trail by 21. 1:56 left in the game. Garnett inside. He's against Ewing. Garnett can't get it to go. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. The screen from Ewing. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against Minnesota.
Brandon, the pass to Garnett. Mitchell looking it over. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Ward. Pass to Ewing. over Garnett. Bank shot, no good.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Seeley. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. So, Clark, here we are in the early portion of the season. Some teams have stumbled out of the starting gates. What do you think they've got to do to get back on track?
Well, I think the first thing is you can't panic, Kevin. It's too early. Stay with your good habits. Stay disciplined. Trust the process and keep doing the work, and eventually the results will turn around.
Pass to Cassell. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key. McDyess grabs the board. And here is Van Exel. Here's McLeod. Back to Van Exel. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
About a minute played so far here in the first.
George McLeod. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Bucks with possession here. Robinson down low. Cozy covering. 5 on the clock. Robinson down low. Misses from short range. Here's McLeod. Allen defending. Van Exel with it. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Cozy, no luck. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Here's Cassell. They get a hand on it. Stolen by McDyess. Cassell against Van Exel. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Van Exel's got his second basket.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
Allen outside. The shot's good. Cassell making the play.
Just a nanosecond from touching the ball. Ray Allen ready to fire.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Here's the 3. Van Exel no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Allen for 3. Good on the triple. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
So smooth and so efficient with the stroke. Ray Allen makes it look effortless.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Now here's Van Exel. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him, and he was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line. No one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up the chance to make a statement.
Now here's Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against Washington.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
In for Denver, number 9, Tariq Abdul-Wahid.
Johnson outside. Allen kicks to Williams. Bucks passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Cassell. Offensive rebound. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Van Exel against Cassell. Here's the screen. Here's Van Exel. Cassell grabs the miss. Denver grabs the miss. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's Cassell. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Allen inside the 3-point line. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Van Exel. And here is Posey. Here's Abdul-Wahid. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 2. Van Exel sinks that one from the post.
Nice job holding off the defense inside there.
Bucks trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Cassell. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Thomas checked in for Williams. Robinson on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. It's deflected. Now Van Exel. He's got 6. Here's the screen. Pass to LaFrance. Van Exel against Cassell. From the arc. Van Exel no good. Bucks trail by 3. Robinson dishes to Thomas. Here's Cassell. Still scoreless. Nobody near Allen. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Van Exel passes to LaFrance. Another shot. Johnson with the rebound. And it's the Bucks ball. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Cassell. Cassell's got 3 assists in the game. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Denver in the lead. And here is Van Exel. 6 points for him. Pass to Posey. Here's Abdul Wahad. Allen defending. McDyess a screen. Van Exel no good. Here's Cassell. He has yet to score. Here's Abdul Wahad. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Ray Allen picks one up.
And that's how you take it to the rim, with authority.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Del Negro. Pass to Thomas. From outside the arc. Posey with the rebound. But Nuggets shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit freaky out there. Van Exel no good. Bucks shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Posey.
Found the window and went for it. Defense was late trying to close the gap.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Denver leading by 4. With some arc, and that one drops.
Oh, what a pretty shot. The floater is so difficult to defend.
Here's Del Negro. And the layup is good.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Posey with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Abdul Wahad. Clark, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Phillips comes in for James Posey.
Into the lineup for your Nuggets, Clark. Chauncey Billups.
Here's Gatling. Shot clock at 6. Just to Van Exel. Drills the three-pointer. Van Exel's got 9 points.
A superb outside shooter. All Van Exel needs is just a sliver of daylight, and he's money.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Del Negro. A fader. Robinson misses. Now here's Van Exel. Here's Billups. Second chance shot. And finally they hit one. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Continuously working in close. Billups earning that bucket.
Del Negro kicks to Thomas. Deep 2 from Robinson. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Abdul Wahad. Back to Van Exel. Got a hand on it. Tries again. Milwaukee with the rebound. Robinson on the wing against Washington. He was really on his game. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, Van Exel can put defenders in a pickle, a torture chamber, including finding ways to draw the whistle while shooting.
Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
There's so much to love about Nick Van Exel's game, but one of the things that stands out to me is his fearlessness. This guy believes he can score every time down the court, no matter who's defending him.
Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for Clark. And he makes both free throws. 1:57 left to play here in the first. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's Thomas on the wing. Down low, here's Manning. And Antonio McDyess pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 9. Outside, Phillips. To Van Exel, uncovered. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Cassell against Billups. Here's Cassell. Still scoreless. Here's Del Negro. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Van Exel. McDyess controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Outworking the defense, McDyess knows the extra effort will win him that second chance opportunity.
Here's Cassell. No good on that one. Nice defense from Billups. Denver leading by 11. Here's Abdul Wahab. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. They get it back. Van Exel dishes to Billups. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Nuggets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
At the line for 2, Chauncey Billups.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Billups. And Chauncey Billups drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Yep, that one goes in there. Gatling's got his first points of the game.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Phillips against Cassell. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. McDyess grabs the ball. McDyess has got his 5th rebound in this one. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Abdul Wahab to the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McDyess has got 6 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The Nuggets leading by 17. Pass to Phillips. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Puts up a deep 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Outside Thomas. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Cassell. Still without a basket. Over Abdul Wahab. Cassell, no good. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Abdul Wahab. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Manning. Bucks trail by 17. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Can they get it? Nice touch on the bank shot.
Boy, the defense can't give Cassell these looks. He's so good from the mid-range.
Now Phillips. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Gatling. Here is Stiff. From deep, Phillips. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. And here is Thomas. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Cassell. Unloads. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gatling's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Phillips. Pass to McDyess. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
And right now for the Bucks, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cassell against Billups. Right side Robinson. It's tipped. Here's Abdul Wahad. Second chance shot.
Rafe LaFrance. First personal foul.
Here's Cassell. Outside Thomas. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Cassell.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Billups. A three ball. And the dunk by McDyess.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And again, the Bucks miss. Denver leading by 17. Outside Billups. Out to the wing. Here's Abdul Wahad. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
To the left wing. Here's Cassell. Outside Thomas. Shoots it up. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And Antonio McDyess pulls it down. McDyess has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Abdul Wahad. McDyess inside. He's against Williams. McDyess, good. McDyess has got 6 points in the quarter. So it's the Bucks now. 19-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Timeout called, the Bucks. James Posey's checked in for the Nuggets. Van Exel comes in for Chauncey Billups. Ray Allen is checked in for the Bucks. Del Negro comes in for Cassell. Del Negro the pass to Thomas. Here's Del Negro. Allen outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. Denver leading by 22. Inside, here's LaFrentz. Over Williams. Here's LaFrentz. He's guarded by Williams. Van Exel passes to McCloud. And here's McDyess. He's guarded by Thomas. McDyess down low. Thomas is there. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by McDyess.
When McDyess is cooking like that and starts to heat up, it's almost impossible to defend him.
Here's Del Negro. Allen outside. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Vinny Del Negro.
Denver shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Pass to McCloud. Del Negro against Van Exel. 6 to shoot. Here's the drive. Del Negro pulls it in. Bucks shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Manning. Outside Robinson. It's Thomas on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Releases. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gatling's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Van Exel. Here's McCloud. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. To Van Exel, shoots the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Allen passes to Manning. The Bucks working the ball around. Allen outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Gatling. Denver leading by 22. Here's McCloud. 9 points last game. Pass to Van Exel. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Van Exel's got 13 points.
Lefties always look better shooting it, and Van Exel is a smooth shooting lefty for sure.
Robinson passes to Manning.
Nuggets foul. Nick Van Exel.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Cassell comes in for Thomas.
Into the lineup for the Bucks. Irvin Johnson. Sam Cassell.
Allen outside. There's the triple. Rebound by the Nuggets. And Exel's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 1:53 left to play in the first half. From deep. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Van Exel against Cassell. Pass to Allen. Fades. Posey with the rebound.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Here's McLeod. The three. Sinks the triple. McLeod's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, most people think of Van Exel as a scoring guard. But I'll tell you what, his playmaking skills are high level too.
Pass to Allen. This one for 3. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. 12 points for him.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Van Exel. 13 points in the game. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Robinson. Clock at 6. Trying to get open is Johnson, and it's denied. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. .23 seconds left in the second quarter. Allen with another miss. Nuggets shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Rattling the pass to Van Exel. Ball stolen. And so it's Denver, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And for the Nuggets, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. To the paint, stolen by Robinson. Here we go, one-on-one. Shoots over Van Exel. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, he acted before they could react. Defenses have to be alert to that.
And here is Van Exel. Pass to Posey. Over Robinson. That's good from 17 feet away. Posey's got his second basket of the game.
And just keeping things simple on offense. Van Exel spotting the open man and just getting him the ball.
Outside Williams. Here's Cassell. Now Allen for the 3. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. Cassell's got 6 assists in the game.
And when Allen catches fire, it is a sight to see because it seems like the guy just can't miss.
Here's Posey. Back to Van Exel. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Down low. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Van Exel. He's got 13. Here's McLeod. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Allen. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Yeah, you know, he makes offense look so easy. Allen, really gifted.
Van Exel with it. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Bucks trail by 19. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. It's Allen on the wing. Fades away. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Now, here's Van Exel. From past the arc. A shot by McLeod, no good. Van Exel against Allen. Pass to Cassell. And here is Williams. Now here's Allen. Shoots over Van Exel. The putback. LaFrentz pulls it in. LaFrentz has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Right wing. Pass to McLeod. The rebound by the Bucks. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Allen left side. And they pick up 2. Allen's got 7 points here in this quarter.
A pure shooter if there ever was one. Allen easily knocks down the mid-range.
Now Van Exel, 13 points in the game. Looking to get it going. No good on the layup. Bucks trail by 17. Here's Cassell. The kick out to Williams. Johnson right side. Robinson down low. Posey covering. Robinson misses. Denver leading by 17. Here's McLeod. He has 6. Pass to Posey. Van Exel with it. Denver passing it around. Here's McLeod. Now Van Exel. He's covered by Cassell.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now, here's Van Exel. Pass to LaFrentz. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
He's off on the first. No luck that time either. Bucks trail by 15.
Getting inside, putting pressure on the defense. You've got to have that kind of aggressive approach.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For the Bucks, Glenn Robinson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Robinson hits them both. And here is Van Exel. He's got 13. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Looking to get back on track here, and he lays it up and in. And Exel's got 15.
Oh, great job of recognition, finding the open man.
Here's Cassell. Allen up top. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Cassell's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Boy, I love Sam Cassell's unselfishness. Phenomenal job getting it to the open guy.
Now, here's Van Exel. He's got 15. Pass to LaFrance. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Hard work on the boards, extending that possession.
Bucks trail by 15. Here's Cassell. Tries the spin move on the wing. Williams. Cassell against Van Exel. Cassell, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
The concentration it takes to finish through contact, impressive.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the Bucks making a change here. Thomas is checked in.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
Bucks trail by 18. Here's Cassell. Outside Robinson from downtown. It doesn't go for him.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's LaFrance. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there by Johnson. Bucks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Allen outside. From the arc. Rebounded by McDyess. Denver leading by 18. Here's McLeod. He has 6. Pass to McDyess. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Tell you what, McDyess is twisted up like cable wire. That guy's got some kind of body, and he uses it well to get through that defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And night in and night out, McDyess provides a bunch of energy. He's an athletic big guy who does a little bit of everything for you. Those guys are hard to find, but always valuable.
Cassell gets the bucket.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Van Exel with it. He's got 18. Pass to Abdul Wahed. Back to Van Exel. Here's McLeod, guarded by Robinson. McDyess, a screen. Second shot opportunity. That's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Allen for the three. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Cassell's got assist number 8 now on the night. Now here's Van Exel. To the inside. Gatling, good. Gatling's got his second bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Thomas. Van Exel against Cassell. It's Robinson, top of the key. Denver grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. He's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Van Exel passes to Gatling. Here's Abdul Wahed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Inside, here's Robinson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gatling's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Abdul Wahed, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Abdul Wahed's got 5.
That's a battle inside, and through all the contact, he's able to finish that one.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Substitution on the court.
The Bucks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Cassell against Billups. Thomas, a screen on Billups. 1:33 left in the third. Thomas, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 22. Now Van Exel. He's got 18. Outside, Billups. To the middle. Here's Clark. It's rebounded by Manning. Here's Del Negro. Here's Thomas. From down in the low post, it goes. Thomas got his first 2 points.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Outside Billups. Clark sets a screen for Billups. Clark trying to get open. And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the competitive spirit of Billups, his size, his strength, his craftiness, all of that. Allow him to play through contact.
Cassell gets the bucket.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
Here's Abdul Wahad. 5 points in the game. Outside Billups. Here's Gatling. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Pounding it home is always a good feeling.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Billups against Cassell. A 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Denver cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Del Negro. Robinson left side. Pass to Williams. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. I love the way Billups spreads that ball around.
Abdul Wahad's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Here's Thomas. Here's Del Negro. Outside Robinson. 5 to shoot. Abdul Wahad with the rebound. Releases. And they'll get another chance.
Big offensive board there. They can now milk that clock a little more.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Showing off the range, making the defense stand up and take note.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in.
Bucks foul. Vinny Del Negro. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Stiff. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Del Negro. And it's Thomas at the elbow. Outside Robinson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Nice spin off the left rim and in. That's now 8 points for Robinson.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Abdul Wahad. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Thomas against Billups. Here's Del Negro. Deep 2 from Robinson. No good that time. Pass to Abdul Wahad. Down low. Here's Billups. Del Negro pulls it in. Bucks trail by 21. Here's Ham. Robinson on the wing. Robinson missing again. The Nuggets leading by 21. To the paint, trying to end the drought. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
So both teams changing it up here. Stiff, no good on the free throw. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Thomas, good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And here is Billups. Pass to McClung. The Nuggets with another miss. Del Negro against Billups. Here's Del Negro. And Thomas has it in the corner. Here's Del Negro. Rebounded by McDyess. Denver leading by 21. Billups kicks to McDyess. Pass to McClung. Here's Gatling. Del Negro defending. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Billups against Del Negro. Thomas a screen on Billups. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Del Negro. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Bucks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Back to Robinson. Lets the 3.
Gets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
They get the rebound. Gatling. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First free throw is good. A different look for Denver. LaFrancis checked in for Stiff, and Van Exel subbed in for Chauncey Billups. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Cassell. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Pass to McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Van Exel. It's rebounded by Ham.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Driving the lane. Here's Cassell. With the floater. Got a piece of it. Over to the left wing. No good on the triple. The Bucs shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Here's Ham. Pass to Cassell. Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Off target on the 15-footer. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now, here's Van Exel. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. McDyess, good.
Nothing new for McDyess. Exceptional at keeping his eye on the rim.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Allen to halt the run. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Allen's got 16 here in the second half.
It's a good night when you're racking them up like that.
Van Exel with it. Here's McLeod. Back to Van Exel. The Nuggets moving the ball around. A shot by LaFrentz, no good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Pass to Cassell. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gatling's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's McLeod. Here's McDyess. Lays it up and banks it in. McDyess has got 27.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
Here's Cassell. Ray Allen is on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Gatling. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Chris Gatling.
The first free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here's Gatling. Billups from outside. Hands it from downtown.
Three-point shooting is just one aspect of what makes Billups such an effective point guard.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Allen. The rebound by Stiff. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Outside Billups.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Abdul Wahad. 6 to shoot. Outside Billups. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Cassell. Outside Williams. Now Allen lets it fly. Misses the jumper.
nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
McDyess with the ball. He's covered by Cassell. McDyess can't hit.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Denver.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Now here's Allen.
That's savviness right there by Allen, taking the contact and getting the shot off.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Ray Allen, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
Ray Allen hits them both. 26 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Cassell against Billups. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Cassell, and so it's Denver taking care of business in this. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time.